Hello, everyone. Today, with the Open Hearth, we are playing hashtag Rich Kid Problems by Maria Mison. I'll add the link below. Um, my name is Donna. My pronouns are him. I'm facilitating, although this is a GMless game. Um, I guess I'll introduce my character first off. I'm going to be playing the Nove Rich. Uh, we've already had a discussion about that label. He is called Leo Tan. And I guess in terms of where his family's money come from, it's pretty recent, and they are in the import-export business. I think mostly legit, but maybe cornering a market that had just been incredibly lucrative. Um, their look is like chic yacht club, and their preferred haunts are, anywhere with a decent rooftop terrace brunch. Um, their kind of formative, potent experience was not too long ago earning a few dollars doing like washing cars and hating the look on those rich kid faces when they obviously despised him and anyone of his social class. And I guess he just never wants to go back to that dynamic. Um, he passes as a rich bitch with a stylish mix of Western high-end brands and authentic, curated experiences and objects. And his money and power can't buy actual friendship. Um, so yeah, that's Leo. Um, let's go around the table, get introductions from the rest of our players and their characters. So Mads, you're up next.
Okay. All right. So I'm Mads, she, they, and I'm playing Delilah Worthington, she, her. She has an elegant and fashionable appearance. Nature of her family's business, who knows? The money has always been there. And her preferred haunts are wherever there is good food and fine talk. Um, Her most potent experience has been slumming it in a regular movie theater and through connections buying it to fire the manager who treated their staff poorly the night I was there. The middle managers, of course, just don't understand. You must treat the servants perfectly so they can serve you better, of course. And then what's one passion that humanizes me? Watching movies to help me understand emotions and to cry. And what can't I buy? Love.
Thanks, Mats. Thomas Sorrenti.
I love the fact that there's just one passion that humanizes that character. Everything else is pretty messed up. Hi, I'm Thomas. Use he him pronouns. I am playing Zara, she, they. She the category or the archetype is military might, and I'm interpreting that as Zara's family is somehow vaguely in the army, but also potentially like in the business of war somewhere, something. I'm playing it vague because I'm going to say that she actually has very little idea as well about what they actually do, probably on purpose. It's not particularly fun to figure out the details. Preferred haunts, I've just written Venice, and I think that's because Zara is in her live, laugh, love era, and is being like, I think I was born to be in Venice. I think that's where that's the kind of thing she says. Um, uh, she has always been followed by two bodyguards, one of whom, since she was a child, one of whom has been a constant presence, and has recently also started acting as her media advisor, which means figuring out what photos are okay to put up online, among other things, what people are okay to be seen with, that kind of stuff. And there's a question that says, what collateral damage haunts you? And I have got once on a return to the homeland, a boyfriend disappeared and her father refused to explain what happened. He just said he left. He left back and it's over, and it's just a thing that there's no answer for. And what can't she buy? Peace in brackets of mind. Yeah, that's what I got.
Awesome. Thanks, Thomas. Sabine.
Yeah, hi, my name is Sabine. I use any pronouns. I'm going to play Alan Dobrov. He uses they, them pronouns. Alan Dobrov's background is black market. Their families into money laundering, all kinds of services that you provide for the legally challenged, I'd say, like passports and shit like that. And if they need something that is not strictly legal, I'm pretty sure they can get that. So yeah, Alan likes hanging around the yachts because, I mean, the ocean is kind of soothing, and also smugglers come in over the ocean. It's business and pleasure mixed, right? That's how you do it. Most potent experience is that they recently got into crypto, and that's just open season on money laundering, to be honest, right? That's just basic there for that. They sold a pic of a golden turd to a Colombian drug czar. So yeah. And how do they stay numb? Music, very loud music. Alan likes to hear very loud, probably like some electric shit. And what they can't buy is musical talent, because they would love to be in a band, but they can't do that.
Awesome. I have so many questions. Okay. So we should create some relationships, primarily between our characters, but also, I guess, those classic PC NPC PC triangles are where the drama is. Um, I had a look at the starting kind of situations that are provided, and I quite like the one out of the book for mine. I think this heavily involves old money. So I might read through this, and Mads, if you want to tweak it or want to don't want in, that is fine. Um, so they work hard. That's the only thing this clan has got going for it. And at least for this child's parents, they were finally lucky. Um, they have more money than they know what to do with. The kid has ambition, though. Gorgeous, cunning, a very dangerous combination. The child sees how much privilege all those old money rich kid inheritors have, and they feel so much disdain and raw jealousy from those kids who are just born with it. The worst of them is old money, Delilah, the richest, and who looks too nice it's annoying. There's just so much niceties, shit to learn, how to bribe, how to strike a deal, how to stop militant propaganda from exploding onto you. It's legit terrifying. Maybe it would be easier if you just married one of those powerful rich kids. Wait. um, in one of those most extravagant fairy godmother like instances of my life, they were invited to a dinner party, and Delilah didn't just get them as a date, they confessed undying love and admiration for me. What the actual fuck? Um, I received a phone call from our Zara, the military might kid, and here's about the plans. I must now decide if they will ask for help from Zara or Delilah. There's no time. I detest how powerless I feel right now, and swears to grab Zara's clan portfolio of assets somehow. That's obviously very messy.
Wait. So what I understood from that is that Delilah has confessed her love to Leo. Is that correct? Like that's what you're
That's how I
proposing?
read it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously,
Okay.
Mads, if
Yeah.
that's
I'm wondering. I mean, like, I'm wondering whether it's like something that Delilah's trying on for size. Trying on for size, having just watched maybe like her first rom com or something.
or it's the latest confession of the weekend. You know.
Right. Latest confession of the weekend.
Yeah,
Sure. I mean, and it could be completely tongue in cheek. You know, it's like, oh, I just
yeah.
totally love you, Leo.
Um, okay. Um, in terms of the connection with Zara, obviously Thomas, based on how you've set her up, um, it's like she doesn't know exactly what her family does. Maybe she has suspicions, but maybe
Yeah. She
Leo
doesn't.
knows what the family does,
Oh, nice. Yeah,
and
I like
assumes
that a lot.
Zara must also.
Yeah. I think that's nice. Yeah. Uh, I didn't quite understand what that stuff about was about trying to acquire my clan's portfolio of assets. I don't know what that means, but go for it.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe there are plans. I don't know, a coup or something like that, or a hostile takeover of some business, and maybe we just want to be protected.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Import export sounds nice, and then you now want to get into the import export of a thing that like basically weapons or something like that, right? Like something to
yeah.
yeah. Cool.
Okay, awesome.
Maybe Delilah finds you amusing. Like, you know, you're one of the few people that she can gossip to, perhaps, and then also maybe you've professed a very surface interest in movies, so therefore maybe she's trying on like different movie lines on you, or just like, again, like somebody to commiserate with, like to be the gossipy bitch with, you know what I mean? You know? So
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, awesome. Uh, Maz, what do you
I
think? Oh, Thomas, you want to go next?
yeah. I was just thinking that I I think it would be useful to figure out how Zara and Leo know each other. And my pitch is, I mean, because there's some kind of relationship between them already, but we don't really know what that is. So uh, my pitch is that they were a couple at some point in the past and have now broken up, and there's a sense of security because uh, they're good friends now, and they may be closer together than when they were a couple. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Did this relationship happen before or after that boyfriend disappeared?
After, I think
Okay.
that would be, I think that
rebound.
I mean, that's bringing new meaning to the word surviving the breakup.
Oh my god,
okay. What?
no. Sorry.
Um, yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I'm happy to go again after other people now.
yeah, do you have an idea? So, is there another like PC or NPC connected to that kind of historical relationship, or maybe like some relative of the deceased ex who makes this a little bit messier?
To make it a triangle, let's say that my bodyguard slash media advisor, who I'm calling Chapo,
Mhm.
Chapo basically encouraged me to break up with Leo, saying that it wasn't a good idea, and I took that advice seriously. Yeah, because he's been right in the past.
Wait, does Leo know that you broke up with him because of Chapo?
Probably not. Actually,
Oh.
no. It's funnier if they know. Like, yeah,
Oh
for sure
God.
they know. Yeah. Then I was like, I just came one day and was like, you know, they made a good case, so we're breaking up, and it's worked out.
Okay, awesome. Sabine, Mads, either of you wanna go next?
I can't do anything with my starting situation because it doesn't have any of you in it.
So you could change
So
one of those out, obviously, or I guess the rich and
yeah,
famous playbook is now an NPC, right?
yeah,
But
right.
if it makes sense, you can swap one of those into that.
I don't know. I mean, this is pretty weird because it's like yeah.
Can I can I pitch can I pitch that one of us is a former customer?
Yeah, I'd like that better because that situation is like it's peddling for an enchantment and that's a lot of blood and gangs and buddies and screams, but that's actually not how I envision this character. This character is basically a money launderer. He's mostly doing the kind of crime where you keep your hands kind of clean, right? And not in the middle of somewhere where people would shoot at them, especially not with the other PCs
What
being
if
involved.
Right, what
So
if like Delilah because of somebody that works for me, like one
yeah.
of my people.
Yeah,
Um
maybe some of your people needed some cleanup.
yes, like so it's
And
like
I
they were suggesting you like maybe my personal assistant, excuse me, maybe my personal assistant, and let's call him oh,
Damien?
Damien. Yeah, I love it. So yeah, my personal assistant Damien introduced me to you as a good resource.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have trouble with your tax stuff, it can go away. We can
Mm-hmm.
make that go away.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in
I
there.
like that. Okay, so you're basically kind of a customer, and I'm trying to sell you onto more of my bullshit, right? Because why
For
not?
sure.
You have money to burn. So I do, so do I.
Absolutely.
So do
Yeah.
I actually think, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just kind of, I think it's kind of a game.
Yeah. No, and like I think that's an interesting game to play because it's like it's all about connections and then you're about
Mhm.
moving connections.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's not, I feel it's not totally serious to either of them. They're just
No. No.
playing. They're just, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean like, maybe you're starting to introduce
Mhm,
Delilah into like the
mhm,
world of very loud music.
mhm, yeah.
And she's trying to get you into watching like, very emotional movies. Who knows? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it.
So is there some added complication or reason why Damien doesn't quite get along with Alan or Delilah? What's the
Oh,
extra juice in that triangle?
I think Damien is my ex. I used
Oh,
Damien to get to Delilah. That's basically what it was for, right? And he didn't mean anything to me, but he might not see it that way. Might have harbor some grudge, why ever. I mean, he got compensated, right? And I gave him an NFT of a cat. It's a very nice cat. It's a neon cat. What else could he want from me?
Uh,
okay, awesome. I guess we kind of filled in yours, Mads, but
Yeah, I mean, like, although, let's see. So Damien was your ex,
Yeah.
Alan?
Yeah, well, Damien was kind of the stepping stone, actually, to get to you.
Okay.
just
I mean,
This is just such a weird process of customer acquisition that Alan goes through.
well,
Alan
I
is
mean,
just like
yeah,
dates people to meet people and then uses them.
Sometimes
I
that's
mean,
what you
it's
got
a
to do.
bespoke
yeah.
experience.
And I mean, he is cute. You have to, yeah. I mean, he's cute. We wouldn't have done it other way, but any other way. But it wasn't about him actually.
No, I mean that's very obvious.
I like him. He's a cool dude. But
He's a
you
cool
know,
dude.
but and I think if I ever get into a serious relationship with anyone, that would have to be something that my father would approve of, right? Because I could not. No, I think my father has someone in mind anyway, so fine.
Oh God, how can we make this complicated? Oh gosh, like if you want to put the thing in with Damien, with my personal assistant Damien, that's fine. It's like, but I'm just trying to think of like maybe it's even a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
complicated than that with Ellen and
Mm-hmm.
Delilah. Uh,
I mean, maybe I do actually care about Delilah and think we have a closer relationship than we actually do.
okay, so if you want to do on the more personal angle,
I mean,
it's
that's one way, or we have gotten into some actually shady shit together that might
oh
blow up in our faces
yeah, no, I like
because
that.
we've been playing with some money that isn't strictly ours to play with.
Yeah, but the money is always there.
Right. Money
It's,
isn't so. So maybe it's not money. Maybe it's a property.
yes, or an asset. Yeah, some kind of asset.
Some kind
But
of.
if
I
it's
think it's maybe either a very important yacht, my dad's yacht, or your family's business tower or something.
oh, I love that. Yeah. Going into
I think
boats.
the classic thing is when two people decide to start a business together
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, you know what would be cool? Like if we started a club or like, if we did this or we
Oh,
did that.
Oh
Oh, like
man. Oh no, business
oh,
concerns.
yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. We have a movie music club, right?
Oh
Where you
yeah.
have a nightclub where they play movies, or maybe that's the plan at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's it.
okay. Yeah,
Like it convincing.
that's perfect. Perfect. That's just a money sink. I mean, who cares, right?
Who cares?
It's just money.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Spoken like someone with more money than sense, right? It's just money.
Just money.
Pouring millions down the drain. Okay. I think we're probably messed up. I think we're probably done with this. So we can
Oh,
start up. Oh,
does Thomas need? Sorry, does Zara need another connection besides
yeah,
Leo?
I think
oh yeah.
I was thinking of just doing a simple one with Alan, which is that uh, Zara likes to encourage Alan to do more and more outrageous things because they're such
It's
an
not,
entertaining person to be around. Yeah.
it's not that hard to enter to get Alan to do outrageous things.
Mm.
As long as it looks cool. As long as it
Exactly.
looks cool. Yeah, it's not. They're not emotional.
Yeah. So just like I think I suggested the business thing, I think maybe Zara was the one who suggested that Alan start this business because they'll be so good at it. They'll be so good at it. And I don't know if Zara believes that or not.
I mean, you've been
Uh,
pretty sheltered, so maybe you don't know your own your own humor from being serious. Who knows? It's like just give it a try. It's fine. You have money.
It'll be a fun
Might
place to
all
hang
might
out
also
for a
be a
couple of
little
weekends.
jealous at least of Leo. Sorry,
Oh,
Donna,
sorry. I was
we
just
were
saying it'll be
talking
a
at the
fun
same.
place to hang out for a couple of weekends at least before everyone gets bored of it.
Yeah.
The
I
business or the
Yeah.
Oh, what if we combined all of our concerns, like a Venetian-themed yacht that has a rooftop terrace brunch and shows movies?
And very place has a club with very loud music.
No, well, movies and during the daytime, and
Ah,
then
okay.
and then the nightclub,
I see. Yeah, perfect.
like 12 miles
I'm
offshore.
pretty sure that's yeah. That's perfect.
Absolutely.
We can go into international waters and do whatever.
They can dump sewage waste like 12 mile, like beyond 12 miles offshore. So sure, absolutely.
I mean, I don't think I wasn't talking about dumping sewage waste, but you do you, Delilah.
Who was the one who sold the golden turd picture?
It was an NFT. It wasn't an actual turd.
Ah, darn. I was hoping they had gold plated it.
I mean, more
Oh, well.
valuable than an actual turd, right? Because, it can't
Oh,
be destroyed, it doesn't age, I mean.
absolutely. Absolutely. I might have lost the key to it, but the process, the Colombian doesn't know that.
Oh,
I
no.
mean, nothing bad has ever come out of, scamming Colombian drug lords, right?
This wasn't a scam. It wasn't a scam. It was just a mix-up. These data have to be on servers, and if the servers go kaboof, then well, Anyway, I don't think he'll check. I don't think he'll check. It was just a money laundering scheme anyway, so whether or not he has the turds, kind of material.
He's probably passed on to something even more valuable. It's like, the platinum nipple. Who knows?
Okay, so we're just past the hour, so we can probably take a break now.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. So I guess we're gonna have to jump in at the deep end, with some kind of a scene to get the ball rolling. I have an idea based mostly on the kind of opening situation that we formulated. I wonder if maybe Leo is very worried about this impending hostile takeover and visiting Zara to entreat them for help. Does that seem a messy place to start, Thomas, for you?
Yeah. And I think the complicating factor is I think Zara wants to talk about your relationship with Delilah. Like I think we have conflicting goals within this scene.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think maybe when we get to the crux of the scene and we want to see like how it works out for Leo, I'll talk about the mechanics of the moves.
Yeah.
And I assure you it will be messy. I can't say any more than that. So where do you think we catch up? Obviously, I'm like going to Zara, so it makes sense. Not quite cap in hand, I think but I'm calling over to have a quick chat, a quick catch up about the situation. So
Okay.
where do you think Zara is?
I think Zara is staying in a hotel, so maybe you are coming to her hotel room.
Mm-hmm. Is it in
And
Venice?
either this game is in Venice and it's in Venice, or it's not. But let's say,
I mean, I think the game can be set a different place every scene because who thinks twice of getting on your private jet to go from Venice to
I
Sydney
see.
or whatever it is?
I see. Okay. Yeah. Venice it is. Venice it is. A nice little hotel. Uh, the basement is is fully underwater. But yeah, the top floor where we're at is very nice. Yeah.
I thought you were going to describe the basement as like this, glass room.
Just like we can view
Yeah,
yeah, no. Yeah, so I think we're in the penthouse or whatever. We've got a nice view. I'm drinking a glass of wine. It's it's 11 a.m. Let's go. Like,
yeah. So I think maybe I've just hopped off a gondola because, like, who would take a vaporetto to get somewhere, right? That is just so common.
You were in a real rush, so you got on a gondola
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
like.
I mean, one has standards,
Exactly.
Um, so yeah, I think maybe I'll top up your glass and pour myself some and appreciate the bouquet. Um, yeah. I mean, I mean, I don't think I have any experience except maybe a couple of courses. So I'll say, oaky and fragrant. Yeah, great. Um, and look at the label appreciatively, right? You you going to be here for long, or what are your plans for the weekend?
Um, I don't make plans, but I don't know. I've been in a dark mood, and I'll be in Venice till it cures me.
Isn't that what those like English nobles used to do in like the 18th century? Like go to Italy to, I don't know, rid themselves of the vapors. That's so classy.
But yeah, you know, so far the only vapors I've had are the wine. And how do you describe them? Oaky wine?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. I
it's okay.
mean,
It's okay, Leo. You don't have to. You don't have to pretend. It's just the two of us. I love you even if you don't know anything about wine, which
are
you
you
don't.
saying it's like
So
cedar casks or something like that? Is this
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Go on. You didn't come all this way to lie to me about knowing about wine. So go ahead.
uh, I mean, I don't like to cut to the chase. It's so kind of, I don't know. But yeah, seeing as you insist.
No,
Um,
I do insist. What's happening with Delilah? Like
no, I mean, no, Delilah's fine. Uh,
what?
I was here
What else
for,
is this about then?
yeah, I mean, I don't think I need any advice about Delilah. She's great. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Does this mean it's going very well or very badly? Like I can't tell. What do you mean she's great? What does that mean? Is this
um, it just takes a while. I mean, like, it takes a while to get used to how her family does things, and yeah, it's just a little bit alien, I think. Uh, but I think that's the worthing things. People tell me they've always been like that. You know, so I guess I just got to get used to it. Why? What are you saying? She's
well,
not great.
I heard that I heard that she is just not reliable. Let me put it like that. I think she's playing with you, Leo, and I don't like to see you hurt. So,
Okay, well, I'm not getting that vibe. I mean, yeah, I'm not getting that vibe. I mean, you think she's playing with me?
what would you do without me? Honestly, like you just as much as about people as you know about wine, and you're going to go through life saying things like, oh, this person has an oaky finish, and it'll just be nonsense, Leo. So just take my word for it. I have a friend, Alan, like they're in business with Delilah, and it's all like, I don't know if you've met Alan. Lovely, lovely, absolutely lovely. And I think Delilah is a disaster, honestly.
Well, I'll see. We're gonna meet up later. So I'll go in with my eyes open.
Good. Good.
I mean, you're not jealous, are you? Is that it? No, that I'm as wrong about that as I am about Delilah, obviously.
So then what were you here for?
Oh, so remember this this message I sent you about this hostile takeover?
No, I don't. But go on. Just remind me.
Well, your family is making moves in the shipping industry,
Yeah.
and I just want to make sure that we're not going to get conglomerated or whatever it is, whatever the euphemism for that is.
I mean, I mean, my dad knows we're friends. I'm sure he wouldn't do anything too unfair.
Yeah, but like when it comes down to business, is he really going to make a decision based on your feelings or
I mean, what do you
friendships?
want me to do? What do you want me to do about this? Do you want me to go and talk to him?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's yeah. Quoting somebody who said recently, "Do you think he makes decisions based on my feelings?"
Well, you obviously do, right? So prove me wrong.
Okay. Touche, as they say in Venice. Um,
um, so I don't know whether you think we could roll now for like. So I think I am passing rich, convincing someone you're important is my kind of asset move, right?
so yeah, walk me through the mechanics, then. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay. So you roll a die every time you try to use your move. So in this case, I'm being an asset to my family instead of being a liability. Um, and so you can see here there's an array of outcomes and consequences. Okay, and outcomes are, I guess, good things, and consequences are the reverse. Um, the first, so these options are finite. So in the course of the game, apart from the top line, which is like you succeed or you fail, every other one can only be ticked once during the game. So we can choose to have one of these happen, outcome or consequence, once throughout the whole game.
Right.
So below this you can see like roll every time you act as an asset or act as a liability, and the higher you roll, I guess the better. So you can see on a 6, say it's 1 plus towards clan power, so that would mean I click one of the
Right.
boxes in the asset line in the plus towards clan
Interesting.
power, and then I choose 3 outcomes.
Nice. Got it.
Obviously, on a 3 and a 4, it's a lot more complicated than that. And on a 1, it's definitely a lot more complicated than that.
And only you will roll in this scene?
Yeah, so what I would say is if you want to like dovetail onto this to like to show Zara either as an asset or a liability to her clan, then that would be perfect, I think.
I'm worried that there will be too many consequences from this scene. So why don't, I mean, in the sense that like if you roll and I roll and you get 3 consequences and I get 3 consequences, 6 things will happen and we won't have time to deal with
Sure.
any of that. So let's just see how it looks like if you
Okay.
roll.
Well,
Yeah.
can I ask first? It's like, so the outcomes and consequences columns clear after the scene.
No.
Okay.
So the top 2, so like you pass, you fail, or whatever it is for your playbook, you can select these every time.
Okay.
But the other ones are like one and done. So once
Oh.
we tick one of the boxes, that's it for the game.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Some of them have more options than others. I guess we'll see how that goes. Um, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Um,
Oh wow. Now I'm just like realizing it's like, okay, like you can do the thing that is your move, and then like you can do the thing that's like, nope, I'm rebelling, and
yeah,
it's your
exactly.
shit.
Those are our 2 moves.
Amazing. Holy
Um,
crap.
okay, so let me
Oh
roll
man.
4. Okay, so that's in the middle. So on a 4, I choose 2 outcomes and 2 consequences. Um, wow, these are so juicy. So I think I'm going to pass as rich. That's my first outcome. So maybe not Zara, because maybe Zara knows, but Zara's family, it makes sense to them, right? Someone important falls in love with you. I'm not going to select this. It's too early.
I mean, yeah, do it. I mean, you have to do it at some point.
I have to do it at some point. Yeah. Um, let me talk about my consequences first. Um, so I'm going to pick I lose vital business territory. So maybe the price of being protected is a ruse or some kind of arrangement that we have, so that my parents have spent sweat, blood, and tears on. But this is the price of doing business. And I think the second consequence I'm picking is the higher echelon doubts me. So, like, this is something maybe they wouldn't have pre approved of. And it's like they're looking at me now and going, really? I'm sure you could have done better than that. You know, they're not
Nice.
angry,
Okay.
they're disappointed.
Okay. Okay. So the two families, there is something comes out of this, and Leo's family is not, it's not the worst outcome, but they get what they wanted, but they lose some territory. Or do we want to be like nothing has happened and they have lost territory and it's not clear whether they have got what they wanted? You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
well, yeah, I mean, I pass. So, like, I think if I'm picking that, I'm kind of getting what I wanted in terms of
okay,
the overall goal.
okay.
And um, I think I'm going to pick no one suspects a thing as the second outcome. So, whatever pitch I make or however I frame this, like, when Zara makes her pitch to the family, like it's just okay. Well, that makes sense, and we know you're friends with this guy. Like everything Zara promises, I think, is, or
Okay.
rather, everything Zara said she couldn't do, she does, and they're convinced by her. If
Nice.
that makes sense.
So it's like but there is some cost to it. They take up some territory. They're like, okay, but not, then the hostile takeover is paused or cancelled, but there is some, yeah,
Yeah. So
sure.
yeah. So maybe like other shipping magnates are targeted, but the Tan family is ignored. Right.
Nice.
Okay. Um, from Zara's point of view, is that like a 2 minute phone conversation, or does Leo have to go away and hear about this the next week or whatever?
It's definitely that. It's definitely like a week-long process, and I think yeah. So
Okay, perfect.
yeah.
Um, and she's still in Venice, presumably after that full week.
I mean, yeah, she probably went away, came back. Who knows? Wherever the next scene is set, she'll be there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy with that scene. Who wants to do their thing next?
I think I would like to have a scene with Ellen. Um,
Oh,
uh, because I kind of like took a look at some of the things that I could do.
oh,
And I'm thinking that I would be breaking away from tradition. So instead of going to a private club and bringing you along to talk about what she wants to talk about, I think she would like, suggest, let's burn some of that old money. And she suggests that she and Alan, like, take a business trip
mm,
to Japan
yeah.
and like take the bullet train and go grand class, which is like, the $600, like, 600 to $1,000 ride, to talk. And yeah, we get to enjoy like the big seats and the the special bentos and like, alcohol, of course, on board.
Yeah, but a train, my dear.
I know, but
There are other people on a train that
not
might.
not when I've hired out the entire car.
Oh, well, okay, okay. I guess for you, I go on a train. You
So
have
grand
the
class
you
is
have the
completely to ourselves, and then like, except for the people that are coming through and then like giving us the food and the booze.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So the reason I wanted to talk with you, Ellen, is because my family may not really want me to go in on this venture, uh, to create this club on a yacht, basically. I think it's a fabulous idea going into business with Leo, and it's going to include all of the fun things that we like to do. This is assuming that Leo is actually like, into those things, and like she has no suspicion that he's just, glomming off of her. And yes, I think I'm going to need to shuffle some money away
Oh,
and be able to hire out the boat, to, at least start this up. What do they call it in the lesser circles? It's like pop-ups, like a
oh,
pop-up boat with the movies shown during the day and then the nightclub at night. You know,
oh,
pump
but
that pump that awesome music that you like.
sounds good to me. But we'll need to figure out a way to move the funds, a way that won't draw attention from your family. Happen to be in the possession of some, don't ask, of some vases that are supposedly very valuable. And I think your family's all into culture and bullshit like that, right?
Culture and bullshit. Yes, of course.
I mean, if you could get these vases for your family, then we
Is
would
there
have,
really is there really a market for those hideous things? I mean,
yeah,
come
for
on.
people like your family.
I well, I mean, for other people to buy them to
No.
then
Sometimes a state will come in and say, "Whoa, this is a cultural heritage thing for us, and you stole it from us." Bullshit like that, you know. They might give you money for it, but really, no. It's two.
they
There's
have a
two reasons for that: people who don't know what to do with their money, like your family, and people need their money a little cleaner, like your family too. But
if we give it back, then we don't get anything from it.
no, we don't
What's
give
the
it
point?
back. why would we give it back? I mean, it's
You were
not like
saying,
China is a suppressed, is kind of like a super suppressed or anything. Anyway, I think they're Chinese. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It gives us venture capital, is what I'm saying.
all I'm asking is that, can you move the money? I can squirrel away, I suppose, some of the allowance. This
Mm,
trip, this trip cost me a week's worth, unfortunately. But I think it's well worth it to be in private and yet
on the
not have
train.
to worry about extra drivers. Although Damien is in the back somewhere,
Oh,
somewhere.
oh, Damien. Yeah, I saw him.
Yes,
He got a
Damien.
new haircut, doesn't he?
Yes, I mean, I guess. I mean, did he cut his hair? I'm sorry, I didn't actually notice.
No. Well, yeah, I think he has a new haircut. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean,
Okay,
just, sometimes you gotta pay attention to your surroundings. You never know when someone comes out of a vase.
that's a joke, right?
Anyway, yeah. Yeah. So I get you
So,
these vases, I get the money, and then I pop up the boat. And yeah. Oh, I guess my dad will be fine with that. He doesn't use these vases anyway.
okay, all right. I mean, if you do need some extra funds to kind of hedge your bets, then let me know. I'll
Oh,
figure something out.
there is an overhead, obviously.
Oh, of course. Sure. And she says that as if like she knows what you're talking about, but she has absolutely no clue. She don't care. Is it something that I can put on my card?
Oh, yeah, one of these, yes.
Oh, do you have one of those readers or something? What do you have?
I don't have one of these readers, dear. Just send it by phone.
Ah, yes, of course. The app. Oh, thank goodness we put some money into that at least. Coming into the 21st
Yes,
century?
that's the one we're at right now, I think.
Ah, yes, thank you. And then she like, types up something on her app and like ding,
Mhm.
got some funds.
Oh, nice, nice.
So,
So I think we need some conflict here.
no, do you want to
Do we need some conflict, or is this just like, okay, we're doing our bullshit and that's fine?
Yeah, I mean, like, because
Yeah,
I was gonna
okay.
roll on my breaking
Yeah, okay.
tradition.
Yeah, break tradition. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so let me
Like
do
that.
that. Give me a second.
Uh-huh.
Crystal die. I came up with a 5. Let's see.
Okay.
+1 towards my own power. Choose 2 outcomes, 1 consequence. Give me a
Mhm.
second. So, 1 power. Okay. And then 2 outcomes, 1 consequence. Um it works out because we want to make
Mhm.
sure we get that money.
Yeah.
Um consequence. So important. Clan finds out and shames you. That sounds like fun.
Mm, yeah.
Um, yeah, for sure. And then
Hmm.
I don't know what other outcome. What looks interesting, Sabine, for that
Um,
second outcome. The new ventures of
yeah.
success.
Yeah, I like that. I
Okay.
like that. We can have a scene on the boat and then
Like pop. Yeah, that could be one of the
yeah,
scenes. It's like the party on the
yeah,
boat, like
yeah,
for our grand opening, of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
But yeah, this is how the clan finds out. I bet is because
yeah.
like my family finds out because it's like we did this pop up, my name's attached to it, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
what the hell did you do? Kind of
Mm-hmm.
crap, and
Mm-hmm.
makes me feel bad about
Mm-hmm.
being a Worthington, but Delilah's kind of like, ah, fuck you, you know,
Mm-hmm.
behind their back.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work for the mechanics of the game, Donna?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be very, very interested to see how the clan shames you or
Oh
finds
yeah,
out.
I don't
But maybe
know.
that can happen like I don't know if you want to have a scene on the boat, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I think it would be much more perfect if, like, for the grand opening, it's like it's a success. However, they do it publicly, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, or maybe they just don't like these vases that you bought, and they're
Right.
like, "What the fuck, kid? Why did you buy these things? They're
Exactly.
hideous."
She said. Be great. I'm okay with any of those things.
I imagine a family dinner actually where someone is like, "Delilah, dear, these hideous vases that you bought. What on earth possessed you? They are so gauche."
Mm.
I mean, loud music is one thing, but you know.
Oh
Bad
no.
vases. Oh
No.
god, no.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Alrighty.
Okay, awesome. Who wants their scene next?
Sorry, did you say I should go next?
Yeah, if you wanna. Yeah.
Okay. Um. Uh, hmm.
I might have an idea.
Yeah.
I mean, your family, and that might involve Zara. And Zara's family has assets that my family doesn't strictly have, and maybe we can make a deal about that.
Okay. Do you have an idea for what kind of deal it could be?
Mm, I mean, I could imagine that I would come up to you and then explain and
Sure.
try to understand, make you understand what kind of deal I'm after without saying stuff like, "I want to have your weapons."
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Sure.
I mean, if I can swing this for my family, that would be a perk, I guess. Show them
Yeah.
that I can do more than just sell funny pictures to people and get rid of hideous vases for a shit ton of money, which then I did use for my own private pleasures.
Yeah. Sure. I like it. Yeah.
I think, are we in Venice again?
I like the idea that there is a set that my scenes keep happening in. So I think uh uh it's the same hotel room,
Mhm.
except I think, maybe I've got them to change some aspect of it to be like more my style. Like
Mhm.
maybe there was a beautiful like painting on the wall that is, some has some classical value to it, and I've replaced it with some sort of like, it's like I'm just gonna make the same joke again, which is some kind of live, laugh, love poster. Like I've just been like, I need these words of wisdom around me right now.
Mhm.
Otherwise it's so easy to forget.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I brought something. What do I bring you?
Ooh.
Ah, I think I'm bringing you some cognac.
No,
Yeah.
can you have brought me the picture? Like
Oh,
it's
I
like a
brought you the
cat,
picture.
it's like a cat
Yeah,
saying live, laugh,
absolutely,
love. Like you brought me
absolutely,
the poster
absolutely.
that
I've brought you the poster. Yeah, because I
yeah,
know how much you love
yeah.
these words. How
And I'm
important it is to think about these things occasionally,
yeah.
at least.
Alan, I don't know how you do this. I felt the room was missing something, and you just read my mind and brought this to me. God, every time you show up in my life, it just gets better. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you, Zara. I appreciate that. I think this room is better with this picture. It's kind of the break of tradition that's needed to show your individuality, right? Because
Yeah,
you are such an interesting person.
thank you, thank you. I think a lot of people don't realize that about me. You know.
Their loss, clearly, their loss. I mean, how could you not realize that about you?
Yeah,
Could you?
yeah.
Mm. Um, this might be a bit out of the left field here,
Okay.
This is actually, as boring as that might be, this might be a little bit about some sort of business, you
Oh my
know?
God. Oh,
Yeah,
this
I
is, oh,
apologize. I'm
okay,
so
okay,
sorry to bother you with this.
okay.
But you know how families are, and then they're like, yeah, you know, this girl, and I said, "Yeah, she's not a girl, she's a woman," and then we had a discussion. But
Yeah.
anyway, you know, your your family has very impressive assets, as from what I hear, and the some of these assets are apparently very good at making problems go away for like good. I mean, not that I have these personally have these kinds of problems, but sometimes people are really not forthcoming when you offer them a sensible solution. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel, I feel like I understand what you're saying. I think my dad has a, he just, yeah, he has a way of making his problems go away. He talks about it constantly, and
Oh,
yeah.
wow, interesting. Um, yeah, my dad never talks about how he makes his problems go away. He just does it and then stares at you with these cold eyes, like, problem's
Wow,
gone.
wow,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, well. Anyway,
Have you gone to therapy?
sure. Who
Okay,
hasn't?
okay, good. Just checking. I feel like that's where you go if. I mean, I've been going. It's been great. So I just want to
Yeah,
talk about it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's yeah. My therapist says I should commit more or something, but I think that's just therapy speech for pay me more money.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You might not be paying your therapist enough. That makes sense.
I don't know.
Um,
I mean, it's barely a service, right?
yeah. I mean, not like what you do. What
Mm.
I'm hearing that the little business with Delilah is going well.
Oh yeah, we had a great opening. It was really fun.
Oh, okay. You didn't. I guess I missed the invitation for that.
You did right. That you weren't
Yeah.
there. I missed you.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The boat's still there. We're still doing it. I will personally get an invitation to you. Make sure.
Okay. I
Make,
yeah, I like the sound of that.
mhm.
Maybe for my birthday. I mean, it's in 6 months, so we could celebrate it next week. Like I think
Well,
that's
we can celebrate your last birthday. I think the party was
yeah,
great, but I didn't have peonies. And what's a party without peonies, right?
amazing. I love it.
Anyway, about the business thing, can you
Yeah.
maybe try to swing something? I mean,
I mean, I can do, I do you want to be the person who talks to my dad? Is there someone from your company that wants to speak to someone from my
I don't mind talking to your dad. It's gonna be fine.
Are you sure, Alan? Because I don't know how to tell you this, but your energies are not exactly a good fit.
Oh, huh. You know what? Growing up, you learn how to modulate your energy to the people you meet, and I feel that might be a challenge that is actually interesting.
Okay, okay. Then I'll just I'll introduce you uh, uh to my friend Chapo here. I mean, he's
Mhm.
he's waiting outside the door, but I'll introduce you to him, and he can set it up. You
Okay,
know, like
cool.
this. This feels like this feels pretty straightforward. You have something you need to get done.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a deal. Both sides are gonna benefit. I don't know.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just gonna be fine.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
nice. It's obviously
Okay.
good to talk to you. And I'll roll the die and we'll see how good it is to talk to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Very big mistake to
Wow, it's
try
a
to try
one.
to do
So
this
yeah, it
yourself.
was a big mistake. I rolled a one. So yeah.
I tried to I tried to save you, but you were like,
It's
no, I can
fine.
talk.
Yeah,
my
it's
God.
fine. It's okay. It's fine.
Oh,
I think I'll get to choose 3 consequences. Spend way more than I need,
nice.
I
Oh my
think.
gosh.
Outside world is sniffing at your
No,
clans, trying
I
Oh
think
to.
I was
no.
careless and a clan member was arrested.
Oh
Very
Oopsie.
good,
no.
very good, very good.
Super. But I don't want to, if I don't choose do I have to choose the move fails?
Oh, I think that makes sense. I mean, you
I mean, you
could.
don't have to,
Exactly.
if you can cope with yet another consequence.
I mean, if I don't choose the move fails, what happens then? Is it just like, okay, there's a lot of backlash, but it's kind of works, but not
Yeah,
very well?
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's not successful, so maybe it's like a uncomfortable process
Yeah,
of getting something of what you wanted. So it's not an outright failure, but it's not an outright success either.
that's fair. I like that. I think, no, I don't want the move to fail. I like the move to not fail. And anyway, Clan's legal front is shaky. There wasn't somebody was arrested, right?
yeah, yeah.
Over the whole thing, and well, anyway, but we got at least some of the stuff.
Yeah. It's you're being investigated, but it's fine.
I mean,
They,
yeah, I
it
wasn't
sounds like they were
arrested.
arrested with some evidence, some damning evidence on them.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's cool. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
Alan's fine. I just throw more money at it that it will go away.
Mhm. Of course.
Do you want to give the arrested family member, a name? Are we
Um,
interested in seeing them get out or
yeah,
I
come
think
back at
that might
you?
be good. Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe it's your brother or your cousin or something.
Oh yeah, I love that. It's actually, yeah, my cousin. His name, he needs a name. What kind of name is he called? Oh yeah, his name is Vladimir, and he's been arrested. He hates me now, which is fine, I guess. I hated him before that, so not much. I didn't even think about him actually, but
Yeah, Vladimir is the unlucky cousin. I've
Mhm.
already decided. Like he's the one that, like Alan
Shit
just
happens.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alan fails upwards and Vladimir just fails.
Mhm.
Oh my
Yep.
God, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Great stuff.
it was his own fault.
right.
Of
Yeah.
course it's his own fault, never yours.
Mhm. Fine. I didn't make a mistake. No, no, no. The setup was almost perfect. How would I have known that the police was looking into this?
We need to get Zara to roll.
We do.
I'm looking at my options and they're all so bad. Like I'm so scared to roll anything and to do anything because
Even
they're
if you
always
roll
like
well, they're so bad.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
even when I roll well, it's like
Oh my
turns out
God.
every time this person does something, bad things happen.
Do you regret picking military?
Absolutely
Should you
already.
be rich and
Yeah.
famous?
Yeah. No, I would like a scene actually. The thing that makes most sense to me is uh I think I would like to sabotage Delilah and Alan's business because I am uncomfortable with how like I'm and I say I'm doing this to protect Leo. Like so Donna, what I need is an excuse really. What is like why does Zara think that you are uh, um, you are in over your head or you're going to get hurt like more than what we've already set up?
Okay.
Like what's it?
I think maybe, after we catch up a couple of weeks later, I say something like, "Oh, it's great that Delilah is interested in this like new club. I mean, it's like a different person. I didn't believe that she could be like this. She's like breaking away from her stuffy old traditions and like she even put these vases up that I think are great, but I know like see people giving side eye to all the time. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Awesome. So, um, uh, I'm trying to think about how to frame this scene, and I think the scene is I am uh, maybe it's a scene with Delilah and Alan, or maybe just Delilah, depending on how it goes. And I think Zara is trying to organize a party there. Like that's the on the board.
I mean, Alan can be in the background, being cool, listening to some music, not really
Oh,
listening in.
right. So you're basically saying that, like, Zara wants to be like, a client to hire out the boat for a party
For a private party.
for
Yeah,
her for
yeah.
her birthday.
Yeah, which is
Oh
which
my
is a way far
gosh.
away.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so Delilah and Zara are talking about like a possible birthday event on
Yeah.
the
So
party club. Oh, we got to name this damn floating club. What is it? Movie club. Movie club. Um,
It's called the Dahlia, probably, or something like that.
ooh, yeah.
No? Golden Dahlia?
oh, Golden Dahlia, sure.
Yeah. Just to butter up Delilah a little.
I just
Golden Dahlia.
I also like Club. I thought that was
Club,
awesome.
club. Maybe that's a conceit that Alan calls it because he doesn't want to use the word. He doesn't want to use the name Golden Dahlia.
Oh,
He calls
Alan
it
will
Club
use
Club.
whatever makes anybody else comfortable and call it the club in his own mind, in their own mind.
The
So
Out of Delilah's earshot, though.
yeah,
That's what you
sure,
do.
sure,
Yeah,
obviously,
Club.
obviously.
the Club.
Oh,
um, okay. So, and then yeah, I mean, like, maybe it's the in between, the transition between the movie, excuse me, the movie um time, and then the turning it into a club, on the top deck, and yeah, it's like, Delilah's
yeah.
got you sat down with some wine, um, or did you prefer some other kind of spirits?
Oh, yes. This is the wrong wine, but I want to be polite, so I'll drink it.
I'm sorry, what kind of wine did you want?
I mean, just something better in a different color.
Oh, it's gone down to merely red or merely white. Oh, I have something perfect. And then she will clap her hands, and then Damien will come up, and then like he pulls out a rosé Moscato,
Nice. Rosé is great.
sweet and pink, just like you.
Ah, that's so kind. We've got to serve this at my pre-birthday party.
Oh, sounds like a
Yes.
momentous occasion. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you want to hire the boat out for a weekend, a week? How much
Uh,
time would you want?
um, I think just a night to start with,
Okay.
just to get a sense of how it goes. Um, I'm imagining it's going to be a small event. What's the capacity of the board? Is it
Oh, we can house, not including crew, as far as I understand it. What is it, Damien? And he pipes up. 800 passengers, Mum.
800? Okay, just
Do you have
800.
as
All
many? Do you
right.
have as many? Do you have?
No,
Oh,
oh, no, no,
I
it's
was going
okay.
to ask if you had as many friends.
Now, who invites their friends to a party? No, no, I invite only my enemies.
Oh, interesting tactic.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, is that it?
Yeah, keep your enemies drunk.
Sounds wonderful. So when did you want to hold this party?
Uh, I need a couple of weeks just to make some arrangements because I think a thing I want to do is I'd like to bring in some of my people to run some of the BTS, the behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. Like I just
When you say the behind the scenes, exactly what are you talking about?
I'm thinking the event has to be like an audio visual feast, some kind of phantasmagorical journey that every guest goes through, that is simultaneously a story of my life, but also about the world. So, yeah.
We have 9 decks on this ship. I can't imagine that your life would take up that much room. Am I mistaken?
Okay. Is this okay? Okay. Delilah.
She's
Have
horrible,
I?
so.
uh, how are you and Leo doing?
I, I'm sorry.
Oh, uh, just, uh, just a thought that popped into my head because I was just talking to him earlier.
Really?
Yeah,
And what did
yeah.
he say?
Oh, it's what he didn't say actually that made me ask the question.
Since you seem to be so cagey about both, I don't even know whether I
Yeah,
can
yeah. You
rely
should you
on
should
what
you
you
should you
say.
should talk to him about it. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't have this conversation. You should talk to him about it. So yeah. I so what do
Leo
you
and
what
I talk about just for your information. Leo and I talk about important matters, gossip, dish a little bit on mutual interests. Funny, he never mentioned anything about you.
uh you know I I'm sure that there wasn't enough time to talk about me when I'm sure you spent all of that time talking about yourself, Delilah. So
Oh, I don't need to talk about myself. Other people do it for me.
not Leo. He seems to hardly know you. I asked him some questions and he was blank. So maybe he's not paying attention when you're giving one of your, you know, characteristic monologues.
Well, even if he's not, then I'm sure there are others that are hanging on to my every word. Oh, and we wanted to schedule your party for a couple of weeks from now, yes?
Yeah,
Damien, take down these details.
yeah, yeah. So I will need, like I said, uh, you know, I think 800 people is fine. I will just bring a crew of some of my, you know, some kind of audio visual savants, some people really on the cutting edge of what's happened, what's possible.
How many
Um,
people would this be? Because I imagine that I'd have to worry about enough berth on the ship for the regular
yeah.
crew that would maintain the ship,
Hmm.
pilot the ship, and
What if we replace some of them?
meaning you want to replace even the crew.
Just you have people to like serve things, I guess. We
Yes,
could we could,
yes.
I'll use my people for that, and they can also do the other stuff. I'm telling you, this is like I have a 360-degree, you know, guy. Like the agency will handle all of that stuff. So you can just fire most of your people, and my people can come on and kind of run it for that night. I mean,
She kind of leans forward on her, like her crossed legs. She leans forward on her crossed legs and said, "Well, that sounds fine, but then I would need to put in for a processing overhead for replacing essentially every single essential member of this ship that
Fine.
makes it the
I mean,
experience that it is.
no,
So
no,
you
no. I
do
mean, it was
realize
just
the
an idea. It was just an
I'm
idea.
just saying if like the hiring could be what is it, Damien? And he murmurs in her ear. Ah, it would be double the fee, of course.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I think I get it. You like your people here. That's all well and good. As long as you can promise me that they'll cooperate with my people, I'll just add them to my guest list. Does that work? I'll invite less people and keep my my technicians in there. Does that work for you?
That would work. Damien take down this detail. But there cannot be more than the most superficial additions or changes to the way the ship runs.
I
Can't have the movie theater being moved upward or any of the club materials being moved down into the bowels of the ship. That would change the whole outlook.
can I get Alan or Leo into the scene and try to basically complain to them that you're not letting me do my thing? Like that's what I would really like.
Ah, you can get me into the scene and complain to me that she's not letting you do your thing, but
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think you're
Yeah.
co-owner. Yeah. I'm going
Yeah.
to
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
like
Yeah.
co-owner,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Alan.
Yeah,
I don't know how this has happened, but you know,
I don't know
like
either.
I have so many interesting ideas, and Delilah is saying no to all of them. And I feel that if you would just listen to some of them, you'll instantly see the potential that they have for making this night the most memorable night, not only for me, but also, for your future clientele. Like they'll hear about it.
Wait, was for a birthday party, not for a whole retooling of the ship's concept, Alan.
That, well, I mean, it's her birthday, so I think she should have some leeway. However, darling Zara, I don't think you should put too much mind on it. Delilah and I will organize you the best birthday party you've ever had. And you don't have to do a thing. Why worry? Don't you trust us?
No, I just, Alan, you have the best ideas, and I'm really convinced that you'll see the potential for what I'm trying to do here. It's just that, you're not listening. You're just siding with her. Like, honestly, I feel a bit like,
Darling, I don't even know what your ideas are.
exactly, but you're already saying no to them, Alan.
Well, sell me on them then.
Okay. So all I want to do is to bring, say, 30 people, have them be able to do lights, sounds, LED screens, some sort of, build some. I'm imagining like a dome that, like people can just walk. It's like it could even just be a tent, but I'm imagining there's just like screens everywhere, like there. It's just screens everywhere. And it's a kind of immersive theatrical event.
That sounds amazing. Zara, you realize what you have here? You have here an opportunity. Not on this boat. But why don't you get on your own boat and do this thing and we'll help you out with our expertise. It'll be so great.
Delilah's like, we will.
I was like, sure, why not?
But I want to do it on your boat. I am trying to be a patron of, your business here, Alan. This
Yeah,
is
but our business has its own aesthetic. And if you change that, then it won't be our business anymore. You understand that, Sarah, right? I mean, we have screens here. They're fine. Oh, there's Leo. Hey. Maybe he has an idea how to break this gridlock we have here.
I don't see why there should be any gridlock at all. And then she's trying to change the entire concept of the Golden Dahlia, which not
For
only would be a
one night.
more. This is not just for one night. All those changes for one night that could completely retool the boat
Oh,
and no longer make it.
Delilah, we can return it back. I mean,
Can we? Can we? Even with charging like double the rate. Damien, run the numbers for me, will you? He
I mean,
runs the numbers
but
and
it's
it's
for
like,
Zara's. I can't believe it's not her birthday. So
Exactly. Oh, Leo, I'm so glad you're here. I wasn't surprised when Delilah was being mean to me because, that's
not
just,
being
now
mean. I'm being
Alan is now not even
reasonable.
on my side. I hope I
Zara,
hope you're going.
I'm absolutely on your side, but I'm also on the side of our boat and our venture. And
Okay,
it has its aesthetic.
it's just the boat isn't your friend and I am, so it's just I feel a bit alienated here. So
Look, there's one thing, you're my friend, and the boat is my business, so I don't know, Zara. What do you expect me to do here?
Delilah's just like kind of looking like a cat that had lots of cream.
I feel we can reach a compromise here, have some of your ideas worked on. We can find a middle ground. Surely for you, it's not your birthday party.
In the movie theaters downstairs, we can totally add to the immersive experience. That's
Maybe,
fine.
maybe Zara, let your people talk to our people and see what they can come up with. Right? We don't need to worry our heads about the little details.
yeah, this is all I wanted. This energy, this receptiveness is all I wanted. I knew I could count on you, Alan.
Oh, looks like
Leo, I hope you'll be happy, and I leave. Just...
What do you think that you were using?
Yeah.
I was trying
how are
to
you going to burn
protect.
down the place exactly?
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So the whole scene was me trying to, like, my goal was to protect Leo by sabotaging this business.
Mhm.
So I think
Okay, yeah.
Oh my
I think I
gosh.
would like to roll
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
break away peace and consequences. So I'm gonna do that.
Cool.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, 6. Oh God, nothing bad happens. Terrible. I just get everything I
Not for
wanted.
you.
Oh, right. Sorry. Bad things happen to you. Um, the mission is fulfilled. Everyone is happy and not suspects a thing. Um,
Just remember, if you don't pick, no one is hurt, no property is damaged, no civilians are hurt. All of those things are going to be true.
It's true.
That how that works, though?
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You can trust. No one is hurt, no properties, and no civilians are hurt. How bad do I want this to go? I think no one is hurt and no civilians are hurt. No one is hurt. No civilians are hurt, and the target is terrified but not traumatized.
And the target's Delilah, right?
Yeah, I think so. So I think what happens is at some point, it's not that the ship catches fire or anything like that. I think it's not that. I think at some point the screens start playing uh I, they either start playing some stuff that is like just makes Delilah look bad and is like personal, or just play stuff that's generally like garish and freaky and kind of like in bad taste. And generally, I think like the party like just goes extremely badly. People start suspecting that the whole thing was like some kind of joke being played on them. They start getting irate. I think the word around town about the boat is awful. People, all of these like rich people like talking shit about it. But yeah, that is that is what I imagine happening. And yeah, Delilah, how do you think you get terrified? Like what do you think happens that scares you a little?
I mean, just for the fact that, I mean, like, it was, uh, like, maybe, like, as you say, like, maybe in poor taste, or, like, something, like, embarrassing or whatever is, like, in your, like, 360 display, who knows. And then just kind of, like, terrified that the word is going to get out that, you know, um, she's a part of it, because kind of like, because it's like, that means it's just like, oh, it was a success, and it wasn't like, the horrific thing that, she thought it was going to be, with like um uh being sunk for a completely bad reason. Like, it wasn't a complete disaster for the ship
Oh
necessarily, but for
yeah,
the fact that Golden Dahlia's reputation is kind of trashed. Um
yeah. And I think
yeah.
some property was damaged. So let's say there was like one of your precious screens,
Yeah.
like one of the movie screens was broken when someone flung a glass at it.
I mean,
Something
Right,
like,
right,
I don't
right.
know.
I think to be
It's a
fair,
very delicate, like, apparatus or something like that, and it's like just
it's
a liquid.
our IMAX screen that got
Oh God.
damaged. Yeah, because these
Yeah,
Yeah.
are
your
actually
IMAX
these
screen.
are actually expensive, okay, but they're also hard to get and
They are hard to get. Yeah.
kind of a headache to set up. So yeah, that's I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
the
Damien
damage
gives me
Okay.
the bad news. Damien gives me the bad news about, like, how much was uh it costs. Plus, and like, it,
Just
like, the double fee didn't help. Right? So, I mean, like, it was beyond the double fee, like
no,
what we charged you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm
I
like,
assume you have insurance. It's okay.
oh yeah, no, no, no. I mean, yeah, well, Damien
Yeah,
took care
it's
of it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but
because
still, it's
business savvy these people definitely are. They definitely would have
Yeah,
sorted out
they
insurance.
don't.
Yeah, that's
well, I
what
mean,
we
like,
have.
she's
That's what
also
we have.
breaking away from tradition, like, so I mean, it's kind of like, maybe she doesn't. She knows a little bit, like, to talk the talk, but maybe not enough to, like, actually walk the walk.
Yeah, but we have lawyers who are
Sure.
Damien takes care
responsible
of
for
all
that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Nice,
Okay.
nice. Yeah.
I know we've gone well over the hour. Can we take a quick 5-minute break?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so we're back for yet more horrible encounters between horrible people, I guess. um, does anyone have a thought on the next scene? I spent that last scene eating all my popcorn, so I was not thinking.
So maybe you should go down.
Right,
Okay.
right, exactly. But I have to say, it's like, I want to declare that I love our capitalites characters more than I like these guys. These guys are horrific. Oh God.
I think that um, I am kind of distraught at this terrible disaster that has befallen Delilah's boat, and I want to help out.
Is this like a
um,
meeting with, like, Leo and Delilah?
yeah, I think so. My liability move is it has two options. One is to convince a not rich kid of something, and the other one is to amp up another rich kid's liability move.
Ooh.
So I think maybe I'm gonna set up Delilah to, break tradition even harder
Uh-huh.
than previously.
Okay. I mean, maybe she's
Um,
bitching to you about, like, the weirdness that happened with Zara's party, maybe.
yeah. So maybe we're having breakfast
Okay, wait,
on
wait,
a
wait. Let's
rooftop
let's establish
terrace.
we are not in Venice. We are establishing
For
right now we are
once.
not in Venice. Where would you like to go for breakfast?
I mean,
For
anywhere
brunch,
with a
sorry.
good rooftop terrace, right?
Oh
Maybe
man. Do we go to France? I don't know. I mean,
you
if you
go
can
to
afford it.
like Nice or Monaco or something
Okay.
like that.
Monaco sounds cool because it's
Okay.
small, but it's also very riche.
Yeah. Um, I'm surprised I'm let in the door there, because I'm too Nove reach. Yeah.
Oh no, no, no. It's like, they know that you're my, you know, my plus one in the penthouse suite of whatever. So car race going on in the background, most likely. Come on now.
Yeah.
Maybe we're watching the preliminary laps like from the terrace
Yeah. Yeah.
for
Perfect
brunch.
location to watch car
Yeah,
racing from. Where we don't
absolutely.
need those earbuds to protect our hearing.
Mm-mm, absolutely not. So,
Um,
thank you for joining me today, Leo. I'm still reeling. I'm I'm still in a bit of a, well, mood. Goodness.
yeah. I mean, I don't. I think Zara and her family are just so used to like bulldozing through things that she didn't think of exactly what would happen with her ideas.
And she wasn't even following the way that things were done. Although I know I don't sometimes do that myself, but still. I mean, all that work. And then the ship. Poor ship. Oh, I can only hope we can get the Golden Dahlia back and running the way it's supposed to be run, and not the one off that
Mhm.
completely set us off. Ugh.
Um, is there anything I can do? I mean,
Get our reputation back? Well, at least the ship's reputation back.
yeah. I mean, do you think maybe like the giant yachting scene is just too prone to people having heirs? Like maybe you need to go kind of hardcore, grungy, kind of completely new vision on your party boat. Like an old freighter or something. Something that people know exactly what they're going to get, and they're going to just get an experience.
Hmm. I mean, there is that thing that they kept on doing with, what was it, the Queen Mary? The ocean liner? The most haunted ship ever? that seemed to get some buzz, but no one could get that old rust bucket off the ground. Oh, well, out to sea for longer than a certain period. I don't know if I could get enough funding. I mean, even with Alan's help, I mean, I don't know if I can get enough funding to be able to do something like that. You think I should keep going with
Yep.
the
But if you're going to be really like visionary, like, do you need a ship that actually goes anywhere? You could just have it like docked or in the middle of a mud flat. Make getting there half the adventure. I don't know.
Oh, are you saying something like it's actually aground? And then people have to make their way onto the boat and it's a
Or you
completely
just
like a
like hire hovercraft or something crazy
oh,
to get there.
oh, wow. So reverse lifeboating it then. Hmm, interesting. Damien, take this down. And yes, and like he's kind of like, punching up some numbers and it's like uh logistically it could work, but we just need you know, some kind of port to that will actually house this on a more permanent basis. And then she's thinking, where would you think something like this would be a success, Leo? Obviously something warm because people would have to be bringing too many things on on an Arctic type of
Yeah, like
expedition.
maybe you find some old reef or some kind of abandoned Caribbean island or, you know, something like that.
Oh, the cruise ships have their own islands for private experiences. Why not us? It's a thought. Do you know someone that we can try to ask about getting this underway?
Yeah, yeah, I can definitely look for some connections, set you up. Maybe there's even a boat on the books that we could purloin, right?
Oh, I don't know about that. I would want to check in with Alain because, well, you know, his family being into boats and such. So they might have some knowledge of some things that could be. Oh, what if it's a built experience where we have the boat docked and then the ability to have diving tours for a truly haunted ship underneath the waves. That sounds amazing.
I mean, who doesn't like piracy or pirates?
Well, not necessarily pirates, but I mean just discovery, yeah? I mean, like, you have a ship underneath the water, and then you have, like, the ship above. They could go and do what do they do? Explore and I don't know, merchandise. They always talk about merchandising such a brand. I don't know. I mean, shipwreck, ahoy, something weird.
Okay. Um, so I think maybe I'll roll, and we'll see how badly this goes.
Yes, yes. Let's see how badly this goes. Come on, go for it.
So let me.
And you're doing the liability, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
3.
3.
So it's 1 outcome and 2 consequences.
Okay.
So I mean, I guess I'm happy to say it doesn't work. So I don't really set this up, but maybe I'm just giving Delilah so many ideas, and one of them
Yeah.
happens
Right.
to help her out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm picking the like next time you roll on your liability move, you're going to roll 2d6 and pick the higher number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And on consequences, I think I like someone discovers the rich kid you were helping. So like maybe I don't know, maybe Zara or maybe Alan gets wind of this extra
Yes.
extra project,
Mm.
and I think I'm going to use this consequence as an opportunity to introduce an NPC. Your closest clan member says you're fake or worse.
What's worse to Leo though? That's the question.
Well, by going off on this harebrained scheme, I mean, I am betraying like my parents' hard work. I think there's like an older sister or something who says
Mm.
like you're gonna destroy everything that they have worked hard for, everything I am working for, and so on. So yeah.
Okay. I want to see something with Alen and Zara next.
I have an idea for a scene with Leo
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
because I need to get rid of this boat. I mean, it's a disaster. It's been a disaster, and anyway, it was just for fun anyway. And
Oh.
Delilah will find something else she can babble about and throw her money at. But I need to get out of this boat bullshit. But I
Love it.
think Leo might be the exact person to take over my business part of the business because he's got money, right? I hear.
I mean, some money, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you like Delilah, so I think I'll invite you to something. What do I invite you to? Yeah, I think this is in a oh, I have an idea. This is in an old castle, actually. That of course it's totally built up and it's fine now. It's Baroque and there's a lot of stuff and ancient stuff and there's would be a museum tour if this wasn't an exclusive reserve for just the two of us. If you're willing to join me, it's just a little lunch, dinner. Which is the one that you eat late?
Well, dinner is the biggest meal of the day. Uh, lunch is at lunchtime. So,
I don't know when lunchtime is, Donna.
The midday. That's your
Midday.
midday meal.
No, that's dinner. And then definitely dinner. So in the evening.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So it's just a little lunch for just the two of us and maybe some friends who can mill out around in the background because, you need, if something happens, so we have an audience, you understand, but they're not part of the talk that we two have.
Yeah.
But it's not like a Bond movie thing where you have just these two people. No, there are just other people around, but they're just kind of extras to the scene, right? So, yeah, Leo, it's good to meet you after all that time. I think I have never, have we ever had dinner? Just,
I mean, I'm sure we've been at a party hosted by
yeah,
our good friends, Delilah and Zara, now and then.
that was, yeah, well, that was interesting, to be honest. It's just like, these two, they have both so fantastic, they have both fantastic ideas, but they are not in lockstep, not in sync. And I think that's what happened there. Two different artistic visions colliding.
Two strong personalities, I think, is our way of putting it.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta respect that. Leo, I was wondering, you're pretty close to Delilah, right?
So I understand.
Yeah. I heard that you were engaged. Is that, or is that just the rumor mill doing its thing?
I didn't hear that. So it's probably not true.
Okay. I think you should be the one to know. So, yeah, anyway, I was wondering if you, I mean, you like her, right? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And I think she's still in love with that boat. I think it needs some new vision. And I think it might be you who has the right vision. And clearly, I'm maybe not the right person for that. I'm maybe too much into my tech bro stuff, to be honest, to totally vibe with her sensibilities.
I mean, take over management of your half? Is that because I'm not sure I can buy you out or anything at this
I'm pretty sure we can arrange something, Leo. I mean, I know you've been doing pretty well for yourself, haven't you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Just the way our business works, it's not exactly liquid.
Oh, who has liquid business assets? Really, it's just the poor people who do that. I'm sure we can arrange something here. And I'm pretty sure you have some amazing ideas for what the Golden Dahlia can go on to be.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was talking to Delilah the other day about our ideas. So yeah.
Good. I'd love to see that you are, so this is not totally out of the blue. I like that. I love that. I mean, I might keep a small percentage if you, I mean, you said you didn't want to buy all of it, just have a suite there that I can peruse sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like if you just want to see the profit and want to be a silent partner, then yeah, we can let you know exactly what's going on.
I'm sure this is yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Great plan. I wonder if Delilah made some noises about replacing the IMAX. I'm not sure.
I mean, replacing it by like leasing a new one, or replacing it with, I don't know, something different.
I don't know. She just said we should do something about that. I said, yeah, we'll look into that, but we haven't so far. We were talking then about some other stuff, and yeah, Damien is still supposed to be doing something about it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. She certainly didn't mention, sorting out that insurance kerfuffle to replace it wholesale. So yeah, I mean,
Mm.
yeah, we were just talking ideas, not brass tacks or anything.
Okay. Yeah, well, it always starts with an idea, venture like that, because it's a creative thing, right? It's not just like ones and zeros.
Yeah.
There's some heart between the ones and zeros in that venture. Some art. One might even think or hope.
Well, yeah, I think that's the idea, right?
Yeah.
Too much soulless corporate entertainment going around these days, anyway.
Yeah, I hear you. I was thinking actually there are some independent film festivals that might be interesting to Delilah, to have some, I don't know, do some things there, because that's art. And if you get into art like that, that's something money can buy if you're into that.
Yeah, some premieres or some festival stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. This was a good talk. I'll go enroll now.
Okay.
So
Are
we will have.
Using money to get your own way?
I'm totally using. Am I? Yeah, I'm not snitching. So I'm basically, yeah, I am, because I'm getting out and not worried too much about how much money that costs me. I'm using the other die now. Come on, guys. Nice. It's a 2, so it's better. Not great, but better. I'm not very good at my business thing. My clan power is going down. And at the 2, I choose 2 top consequences. Wow. Okay. I think the move fails for this one. And I think, how would someone get hurt by this?
Delilah could get hurt. Damien
Ooh.
could get hurt.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh. Oh no.
I absolutely love that.
Like in terms of the
I mean, not emotionally, actually.
Yeah, actually.
I thought emotionally. What?
No,
what do you
I
mean?
think this is an actual thing, because what happens here is I try to divest of my stuff, and I think one of my father or my mother or somebody steps in and says, no, you've made your bed, you lie in it, you go and do this thing and turn it around, or else, basically. And just to make their point clear that they're not taking bullshit, this boat has better be a success, they will just find someone they can rough up, right? Maybe when that's.
They think you're still dating Damien.
They think, yeah, maybe they think I'm still dating Damien. Maybe I have some feelings for Damien, but I wouldn't talk about that to anyone. Anyway.
But I mean, like, are they gonna have somebody beat up Damien? Is that what's gonna happen? Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean,
man.
that's what you get when you get in bed with someone like me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I like that. That's fine.
Oh man.
I'm also at 2 into my liability thingy here. Wow.
Oh, I think
Nice.
that it has to go the other way, actually. Like it has to,
Oh,
next to asset, there's a minus. So I think it's supposed to go there, but I'm also Anyway, the game gets over next. We have 2 sessions. The game gets over at the end of the next
Okay.
session. So
Yeah,
sorry,
so basically it
you
goes into the row of what you
Oh,
use.
okay.
So if you use an asset, you go into that
Okay.
row.
So like
Yeah.
there? No,
Yeah.
that would
No,
be
no, no.
plus. No, no.
no,
It was
No.
here and here.
Here
Yeah.
and there, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
where
yeah.
it goes towards clan nobody. Yeah, okay. That's
No, no,
fine.
no, 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 no. It's one tick there because the last time you rolled. Oh, you
Yeah.
rolled asset last time as well, right?
Yeah,
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 yeah. Yeah, I lost an
Okay.
asset last time.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
no,
Nice.
Minus
it was
one
correct
towards
the first
clan
time.
power. -1 towards clan power
Yeah,
is what
Yeah.
it says.
So then that moves you closer to clan nobody. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you
Oh no!
Exactly.
If you
No.
roll badly one more time, the clan is just going to cut
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
Alan. So
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah,
and
I
that
mean
signals the end of signals the
that-
whole end of the game, yeah?
that's
Or-
probably when Vladimir comes back and just says, "Hey, asshole."
Oh no.
Or for
Oh
me now.
shit.
That's
Oh my
really good.
That's
really good.
amazing. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
I like that. Cool.
That's freaking amazing. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
maybe I will roll better next time. Who knows?
Different dice, B. Different die.
Well, yeah, it's probably a good
Ah.
idea because these didn't do well, they're very fancy. So also I love it.
Maybe because you're verging into clan nobody, that's where you have to go use the regular die.
I will use a
instead.
steel dice next time
Oh,
just to
no.
make sure that I'm properly motivated. I am properly motivated now
Oh,
by what happened to Damien, even though I won't tell him.
oh no, Damien. Oh. They don't break both his legs, right? I mean, like, because Delilah needs him.
Oh no! Oh no! Come on!
He's still her personal assistant. What do you mean you can't
how
come
can he
in?
work with 2 broken legs? Is the only thing that Delilah's worried about.
Yeah, I mean, he can work, he can hold the phone, right?
That's true. He's just
Oh
going.
my
It's like,
God.
oh, I didn't realize you had to be in a wheelchair now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me make sure that you have somebody to help push you. Yeah.
Oh, so bad. I feel
Does this mean
much
you have to
less
work
bad
remote?
I feel much less bad about destroying your boat.
Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Yes, Damien should have a picture. I have to figure out, or if you want to pick one, if you have someone in mind.
I mean,
Sabine,
we've
that's
got
fine.
a whole week to argue about
Exactly.
that.
Yep, that is fine.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, I'm just looking at the time, so I think maybe we have time for our debrief before we wrap.
Yes, sure.
So let me stop the recording.
Okay.
And